Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Chef Ava Marie Happy Hour podcast. You're here for a very special episode of Chef Ava Marie podcast. We have a political advocate, a board of supervisors, District 5 in the house today. He was the Daly City mayor prior to his seat in the office of San Mateo County. Please make a warm welcome to Mr. David Canepa. Aren't you here, David? Hello.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We're in the spirit here of the canepa household, and you're doing such amazing work. Thank you for all you do, and I'm just excited and honored to
Of
to be on the
course,
show.
yeah. Hi. How's everything doing in the office of David Canepa?
Everything's going well. We continue to. The board is prioritizing mental health. We're prioritizing what we're doing around the unhoused, uh,
Yes.
really making sure that the county provides the best services. As you know, we run health clinics throughout the county, the San Mateo Medical Center. I sit on the board. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of exciting things happening countywide. And I'll tell you this, and your listeners, your viewers, one of the things that's extraordinarily exciting is this first quarter, we're going to open the greenest civic building in Redwood City. It's going to be our county office building, which is going to house employees, but it'll be the greenest civic building in the United States. And we're just
Oh,
excited about that.
fantastic. We just had a new recreation banner in my hometown. It's a Parker Rec building. It's you got to check it out sometime. I think you were there in the audience.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, there's just so many encouraging things happening throughout the county and what the cities are doing. We really live in a special place, really a
Yeah.
special place where there are people, not even outside of politics, but
Yeah.
they're just doing amazing things. And I just, I'm glad I called this place home,
Oh,
and
me
looking
too.
looking forward to doing some great work in this coming new year.
That's fantastic. So when did you get into political journey as a young child? How did you got into it?
Well, yeah, I was the eighth grade student body president, and from there I went. You know, I did internships at City Hall in San Francisco.
Mhm.
Served as the president of the University of San Francisco, where I graduated. So politics is just really in government. I could see through my experience then and then looking now that there is a place to help people and to support
Yeah.
people, to make sure that we're uplifting people. And that's what I
Yeah.
love best about my job.
That's fantastic. And then when you were Daly City mayor, what initiatives did you take place for the folks in Daly City before running for Board of Supervisors District 5?
Yeah, a lot of it was really on making sure, infrastructure improvements. What can
Mm,
we do to make sure that Mission Street in Daly City is pedestrian friendly, right?
uh-huh.
And so all these things, housing, we did some great housing there, at Sweeney Ridge. So I think really making sure infrastructure, making sure that the roads are paved, right?
Yeah.
Making sure that people have public transit that works for
Yeah.
them. And so that experience at Daly City, then going to the Board of Supervisors, has really helped me because I understood what it's like to be on a city council to make decisions, and I think that's helped me as a board of supervisor through those
Oh yeah.
experiences.
That's good. And you saved Seton Medical Center from being closed during COVID. How did you actually do it from your experience?
Yeah, it's really important. You remember, the owner at the time was Patrick Soon Chiang, and the doors were about to close. I mean, they were literally
Wow.
about to close because of all the financial issues, and so. what we did is we worked with the city of Daly City. We worked with the workers at Seton. Most important, Seton has about 1,000 workers, 1,000 employees,
Yeah,
and and provides a lot of services, medical services to people, not just in Daly City but South City. But what
yeah.
the county was able to do is we were able to give $10 million to help with the seismic upgrade, and then another $10 million, which
Wow.
was $20 million for the health plan of San Mateo. I'm happy to tell you right now that Seton is in the best shape that it's been. Now, there, there are, there could be issues that come up, but the hospital is really stabilized from what it once was on the brink of closure. And you're right, Gavin Newsom used Seton Medical Center to create a COVID command center, and we had a lot of people there. And if that hospital was closed, the region would have been left without
Yeah.
a facility to help in COVID. So it's great. It's good stuff.
Wow, that's amazing about Gavin Newsom's involvement with the Seton. And then, did you watch the debate with Gavin and DeSantis on Fox last night? And what are your thoughts about them on the democracy issues going on right now?
Look, I think civility is needed more than ever. Social media has a lot of benefits. It's improved millions of people's lives. But at the same time, we need to learn how to talk to each other better. We need to learn
Yes,
how to be civil. We can agree to disagree, but the most important thing is to communicate in such a way where we're able to listen and to hear others. And we need to get that back. And I think people are on the path to making sure that we get back to civility.
that's right. And then I actually was a fan of my family used to watch Saturday Night Live. And I was thinking of, do you ever watch that when you were kids with your sister and your wife?
To be honest with you, I'm usually in bed before Saturday Night Live, but I've seen reruns through YouTube. Um,
Wow.
Saturday Night Live, you got to remember, talking about politics, Al Franken, who was the senator from Minnesota, um, I think was a producer and was on a
Was a
writer,
cast member. Yeah.
cast member. So it has an illustrious cast. I mean, you think about it, Eddie Murphy. I mean, a
He
lot
was
of
the
the
original cast. Yes.
a lot of those folks, and even now, like Jay Farrow, um, a lot of people, they really cut their chops. And Lauren Michaels is the show's producer for many, many
Oh, he's
years.
a legend. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really fascinating. Yeah, it's Saturday Night Live. Yep, it's changed many people's lives and
Mhm.
enhanced people's careers.
Yeah, because for the Governor Newsom, he should be played by Seth Meyers. I would love Seth Meyers to play like Gavin Newsom. That would be the cutest.
Hey, it seems like you know Saturday Night Live, and I'm not going to dispute that.
That's right.
Seth Meyers. So
I vote for him for Gavin Newsom. Okay, let's go back to your story. So, you're going to be any thoughts on Jackie Speier running for District 1 of Supervisors? She was a congresswoman.
yeah, look, she was a Congress member, and then retired, and then
Oh,
now she's back into it. And so the beautiful thing about democracy is, people could come back and they could serve. And I respect the Congress member. She has a lot to add. She has a lot of experience. She has things that I think we can all learn from. And at the end of the day, we're all sort of in the same boat, right? And what we all want is to make sure that we provide good government, responsive government. And so, if she does win, I am, I'm willing and ready to work with her on the issues that San Mateo County are going to take on.
they said they love you, Canada.
Thank you.
And somebody says Jackie Speier should retire permanently.
Well, I'll let you take on those you take on those questions and issues. And
Those are the questions that came up. So,
oh, nice.
But other than that, so for my question is, what do you promise for the American people or San Mateo County um, on your reelection? And we're on. What do you promise them for top three goals? I know you want to focus on climate change, but what about food insecurities and economy?
Yeah, look, inflation is really hurting us right now, right?
Yeah,
You get your food bill, or let's say you go to a restaurant. Um, my grave concern is that, how do we manage that? We really have to take that into consideration as we make decisions. The food insecurity is a
hmm,
huge issue. It has to be addressed.
yeah,
And while we're the one of the wealthiest counties in the United States, right? It's us and I think in Connecticut, Greenwich, Connecticut area. The issue is, and I've heard this, is that some people are concerned about, and I'm concerned about it, is the disparity, right? So people who
yeah,
are real rich, or people who might have a skill set. And what we need to do is we need to make sure we have an obligation. I have a 6-year-old. But the one thing I love about my job, and there are many things I love, is just the ability to help people. So when people call our office and they're food insecure, we can help them and get them to Second Harvest. Or someone needs housing, right? We're able to get them connected with our core service, right? And so
yeah.
doing this work, and some people don't like government, but what I like about government, what I love about my job, and I love about my staff, I have an incredible team
Wow.
that work very hard, is just being in service and helping people. And I hope the reason I'm running for reelection is because I really want to continue to do some great work. Want to continue to see what we can do to make sure that people aren't food insecure, that people do have housing. Make
Yeah.
sure that people believe in responsive government. Make sure through public safety that
Hmm.
people feel safe in their communities. Very, very important. Very important. And so that's why we took the issue on, and we'll continue to work on retail theft. And as you mentioned, is that Governor Newsom, what did they do on the retail theft? They've given these grants. And so I think one thing I like about my office is we're always trying to push issues. And I think moving forward in the next year, we're going to work on some other issues around public safety, and
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Thank you. And then for when the crimes are still going up every day, I know you just put a reinforcement recently. Will you
Yep.
deliver the promise? As we need to know, crime is an issue for everybody. I was recently on a bus stop on the way to
Yep.
my job as a demonstrator lady, and I
Yep.
needed some serious help. I would have been here today. This guy looked suspicious. He was in a wheelchair with a black guy. And thank God this woman saved my life. And I had to call 911 to make sure the guy was being accounted for. So on South Airport Boulevard. And thanks to that lady driver, she saved my life. If James Coleman was to become the youngest mayor, I want him to keep our police, not to take it away. So any
Yeah.
lessons from that bill?
Look, I think the one thing you mentioned about, and I sit on the Metropolitan Transportation Committee. We should all feel safe in our communities. We really
Yes.
should. And that's just incumbent, because if we don't feel safe in our communities, like you said, we may not want to take public transportation. And so,
Yeah.
my sense of it is really, um, we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Really need to work together.
Hmm.
Really need to make sure that people in our community. I have a 6-year-old son, and so
Oh.
my, for me, public safety is key. I want my son to be able to walk to the park, right? And so
Yeah.
and I know you do a lot of walking, right? And you see everything, I bet, right? And
Yes.
those sort of stories of people and who they interact with, right? I think at the end of the day, all of us just want to live our lives, right? We want to be happy. I think that's want to make sure that we're helping and we're giving back. And really having a purpose, a life full of purpose, right? Everyone wants a life of purpose.
Yeah.
And I just think that we need to continue on this path of really supporting each other. I think COVID has a huge impact on us, right? A lot of folks, we had to isolate, right? And
Oh
so
yeah, that was
I think,
hard. Yeah.
I think in my next 4 years, what I really want to do is to really bring people together and
Hmm.
really see what we can do to uplift others, and that's just critical.
Thank you. And we will make that happen for you, and my neighbors will too.
Cool.
And then, do you and your family ever get together at the dinner table? Who cooks for you? Your wife,
Good
your
question.
daughter, your son? Does he eat together? Does he listen to you? You guys, does, and then how do you guys sit together, the family?
Yeah, it's great. So, we have a kitchen table, and it's great, right? I mean, some of the best conversations that you're going to have are going to be at the table, right? And especially,
Yes.
especially around food. And so, my wife cooks. I help out once in a while. I'm not the
Mm.
greatest cook,
We know.
but my wife is a pretty amazing, amazing cook. Besides being a cook, she's been serving as the consul general of El Salvador for 15 years, and
Also,
she's
wow.
lived a very, she's lived a wonderful, wonderful life, and I feel grateful to have someone that I'm able to share this experience with, and
Oh,
and it's a team effort. It's a team effort. Everything is a team effort, and I love spending time with my son. I mean, it's a great experience. I really do. It's one of the great joys of my life.
because I remember meeting her at the chili cook-off, and she had a taste of the chili, and she said it was a good tingling chili. I remember that from her.
Yeah, she when it comes to food and it comes to taste, being a judge, she's on
Uh,
top of it. She is. She's on top of it. So,
oh yeah,
but we're so proud. We're so proud of you. I'm proud of you in many ways. I think what you do in terms of helping people out, what you do in terms of just being engaged with different people. You should be very proud of yourself, and what you've done with your show, your podcast, and really uplifting people.
yeah.
I wish we had many more people uh, like you. And
Oh,
no, no,
thank you,
no, no. But you're a really good person, and
thank you.
you've helped people. And let's try to continue to help more people, especially in the holiday season. Yeah,
Oh, we do have some questions from the audience. He
yeah.
says one of them says, "Thank you for always supporting people of color. Any chance to measure cake funds to DNA test remains Indigenous and Native American people, local education custody?" That's from a viewer.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, here's the deal. We're all in this together, right? And it goes back to, and it's very simple. We have to support we have to support people, right? And the
Yeah,
great thing about the board of supervisors, and I love about it, is that we're able to help different groups. So there was a group. It's called Camp Unity,
yeah,
based in North San Mateo County. And what Camp Unity is really about bringing young people together around culture,
yeah.
around dance, around food. And so, to me, we need to continue that work. And there's a lot of work that needs to be done in that area. And so, um, great question. But yes, I mean, when it comes to these issues and looking supporting these issues, I'm highly enthusiastic. It's the work is important, especially in our BIPOC communities.
Thank you. And then, do you guys ever try different restaurants in San Mateo County? Which do you guys recommend which favorites you guys go to in the community? I know you guys go to all over.
Yeah, we go. I mean, the one that's closest to us and sort of where I hang my hat a lot is Joseph Westlake.
Oh yeah,
Um,
new owners though. Yeah.
yeah, really good. So that I really do like Phil Lamb barbecue.
Ooh,
So Phil Lamb barbecue is really really good. Really good Mexican place that I've gone to for many years is Lisa's.
Lisa's. Where's that?
Li-
Daly
Li-
City.
Yeah, Lisa's top of the hill, and so we're very lucky. And a personal favorite too is Antigua, um,
Oh yeah.
which is on Grand. So I think about it. I feel I was lucky to grow up here. My dad went to El Camino High School. My grandmother, and this is a really interesting story. My dad's mom is from Hermosillo, Mexico, and what's interesting,
Oh.
she grew up on Pine Haven and Linden, which was great, and so which is old South City. And so what we did was it like 2 weeks ago for Thanksgiving, we partnered with the community, my office and labor, and we gave out 185 turkeys. And so it's like that sort of work and helping people. That's my why. That's why we do it, and that's why I have an incredible team of employees. I feel very fortunate, really do.
Wow. And then I also grew up in West Winston Manor too for 34 years. With wonderful love birds, And
Yeah,
my father was the sweetest, so he's a sweet
yeah.
man.
No, Marty's great. Now my mom grew up on Adrian. So
Your grandma?
my mom,
Your mom.
yeah.
Oh,
So my mom grew up on Adrian, and my uncle who died. Both my mom is they're
I
twins,
saw
but he
your mom when you were first campaigning for 2016. I think it was for the board of supervisors. Your mom was out there on the streets getting you
yeah.
to win, and I remember that.
Yeah, and yeah, she's. I mean, yeah, she's always. Like your father is probably your parents are your biggest supporters. I feel fortunate
Oh yeah,
because of my mother, and yeah, it's my uncle was Mike Calero, and Mike Calero coached youth baseball in South San Francisco for 30 years.
fantastic. That's history right there.
Yeah, so it makes me happy just to see the work that others are doing. I really do in this holiday season really just feel fortunate for the people I know and the amazing things people are doing. And we live in a great area. We do.
Oh. Anyway, so we're gonna do a fun game that we do with all our
Okay.
guests. It's
Yep.
called the top five. So I'm gonna. This is season 2. So here are my top five for you. So we're gonna hit it. Are you ready?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Favorite podcast that you listen to right now? There's so
Favorite?
many right now.
No, no. I'll tell you. Hold on. Favorite podcast. I'm listening to a professor out of Stanford. His name is last name is Huberman, and so
Oh, okay.
his specialty on podcasts is around on health issues, and so that's sort of been my goal.
Motivation.
My goal this year is I'm trying now, but is to be a lot more healthier, right? Like to just stay
Good.
focused on my health, do more walking, do more exercising, that sort of thing. And so that podcast has
Pretty
really
fun,
really
yeah.
helped me. Yeah.
And then favorite TV show to watch with your family.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse because that's my son's. Um,
Oh,
and then it's funny. We watch like like Coco. everything Disney. He likes Bluey. So
Oh, that's a good Queensland show. He loves
yeah,
that.
yeah. So my shows. I guess his shows are my shows,
Oh, then you
and
just watch
so
for him.
but you know what? It's fun. I really do like. It's like after I get off this podcast, we're gonna probably watch Coco for the millionth time. But I like it. The music and it's yeah. I just that those are once my favorite shows really are my kids shows now. So yeah,
Yeah, you should watch something for you and your wife when you put in to bed. Do
yeah,
that,
that's a good
So
one.
catch up on the important step to take care of your people. That's so important.
There you
So,
go. There you go.
and then favorite place to eat in San Mateo County.
Favorite place to eat.
Just one place. Just one.
Favorite. Okay, That's tough.
I think you said
There's a
Joe's in
place.
Westlake. You said earlier.
Yeah, no, I really like a place. There's two places I like. I like a place. It's called Sapore,
That's
which is
boring.
Sapore, and then I also do. God, I'm trying to think.
It's a hard one.
I'm a big fan of sushi. You know, so it's hard. It's either Spiral, and there's a place in Palo Alto. So I love sashimi. Um, and I can't go out. I can't go, and this is a fun fact. Can't go maybe 3 or 4 days without not having Japanese food.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
fantastic. There
yeah,
is a place in South City called Kamamichi House. That's iconic.
really. I'll check it out. I will
You
definitely check it
should.
out. But
And if
I love food though. I will tell you, I do love food.
and favorite local park.
Well, there's a story behind this. My favorite local park is Gellert Park,
Oh, that's a good one.
and I'll tell you why. Gellert Park wasn't renovated until the 1990s, and when I was on the council, it was just so frustrating. And so, what we were able to do through Measure K funds, and that park is used by everyone. What we were able to do with that park, which was amazing, is that we were able to put in $1.2 million from the county and then the
Wow.
city, and we were able to make the new park there with the tennis court to help the city out. And that to me, it's meaningful. And my son, has been able to use the park as well. So it's interesting. It's interesting, and that gets me fired up. So that would be my favorite park. And in terms of recreation, you can walk around there, soccer fields.
Mhm.
It's a great meeting place. It's a great place.
Cool. And then number 5, favorite music to listen to in the car.
Now this is going to shock some of your viewers. I am this is gonna, I am a hip hop aficionado.
Oh yeah.
So I like, so I could go right now. I'm listening, in the house. We're in the spirit, right? So Mariah Carey, Christmas, all sorts of holiday
Love
music.
her.
And so, but yeah, I really, there's different artists that I like. I really like songs that are, upbeat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really not into to melancholy music. Maybe I should be, but no, I just, I like things that are motivating, that are, acoustically. I was listening to morning jazz
Yeah.
for a long time. I love Frank Sinatra. I mean, so it's across the board, and music, food. This is life.
Okay, so do you have any messages for the San Mateo residents and Bay Area out there? what do you promise to bring to the voters who want to vote for you in November of 2024?
Yeah, I just, the one thing that I promise is, our office and myself, we're going to continue to work very hard on the issues that are really important. I sit on the Metropolitan Transportation Commission. We're looking at a regional measure right now, which is exciting, to fund transit. We have, and this is, it's the Bay Area Housing Finance Authority, and we're looking at a housing bond. This housing bond is critically important, because it gives people the ability, to not live outside of the area, but to grow up here, giving folks opportunity to really stay here. And so these are the issues. I mean, it's an honor to serve this district. It really is, just because I love the people that I serve. But I think when I've gotten to public office, and my mantra is, how do we make sure, that we help folks, and how do we make sure,
Yeah.
whether it's housing, whether it's job insecurity, whether it's, hey, I need health care or I need employment. I think it's incumbent on us as elected officials to drive people to the resources they need, and to really serve them, the best we can, and really to help. And if we keep it simple like that, and we keep it rooted in the work, that's why I love being a supervisor. I love being a council member, was to help people. That's why I got into this, and it continues to motivate me, to this day. I will say this: we're going to be rolling out some pieces around mental health.
Yeah.
The county is, and how we, expand that work. And so, this is really, an extraordinary time, and, I'd love to have people's votes, and, most importantly, I want them to know that, I have their back in Redwood City.
Okay. You hear it, guys? Make sure you vote in November for David Canepa for District 5, okay? And remember, do you need funds to keep it going, like
Yeah,
money?
you know what? The most thing, don't no, don't worry about that.
Oh,
The
good.
most,
Thank you. I know
no,
it's coming to us, but
yeah, no, don't worry about any of that. You know what? I really want to wish everyone just a happy holiday. Enjoy yourself. Don't worry about the politics or the government. I appreciate you advocating for me. It's not lost on me, but really, um, holiday seasons are tough for a lot of people, right? And
yeah.
one thing I'm going to ask your viewers, or for anyone: you're not alone. And if you need support or you need help, don't don't feel that you can't get help. And that could be just, having tea with someone, right? Help,
Yes.
or be feeling, supported. And if people, I always make myself available. I mean, life could be difficult, right? Especially this holiday season. But most importantly, let's take care of ourselves, and let's take care of others.
Thank you,
All right.
David.
I'll see you. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. You were a great guest. We thank you for coming on the show.
Awesome. You have a good day.
You too. Bye. That was David Canepa, you guys. So next time on Chef Ava Marie Happy Hour podcast, we have a Bay Area chef, my neighbor and poet, Kevin Majano, going to join us again. So he's going to do a cooking demonstration on air. So tune in for that on Friday, okay? So I'm going to go and listen. Vote for David this November, okay, in 2024. So be ready for America. Bye.